Hi everyone, Jeff from the HALauncher Google Plus community. I want to talk to you a little bit about customizing your HALauncher. For those of you who don't know what a HALauncher is, it is an application launcher used for Android TV boxes that is extremely customizable. Uh, I think you'll really like it. It includes an option to sideload apps directly into uh, your Android TV, so you don't need additional apps to sideload. But what we're going to talk about today is customizing the color palette and the background image for your HALauncher. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and go into a browser, and we're going to type in Adobe Color, Kuler. And what's going to come up here first is Adobe Color Wheel. We're going to select that. And this is a great website that creates color palettes for you automatically. That has over, I don't know, thousands of color palettes that have already been created that you can use in HALauncher. For instance, let's say you like this pet friendly, you would just hit Edit Copy, and it would automatically put the palette into the editor and give you the hex numbers of each of the color which you're going to use in HALauncher. But what we're going to do today is we're going to create from a background image. So we're going to go over here and select this button that says Create from Image, and I'm going to load in the image that I want to use as my HAL background launcher. In this case, this great image from the Avengers. So what the program Adobe Color is going to automatically do is pick the color palette automatic from the colors available within the picture. You've got color moods here: colorful, bright, muted, deep, dark. There's muted, there's bright, there's colorful, that you can select from. In this case, I happen to like the muted color palette here. So these are going to be the colors. We'll go in there and edit, play with them just a little bit, but basically these are going to be the colors. Go back up and select the Create from Color Wheel button again, and it puts our colors into the Edit Color palette here. The darkest color that you're going to have generally is going to be your background color. In this case is this dark blue. The next would be the sidebar color, which happens to be, I like this blue color here, so we're going to go ahead and use this as a sidebar color. The next color we need is the Google search button. I'm going to go ahead and use this yellow, so I'm going to click and drag this yellow color and place it next in line. And then the last two colors would be this off-white color we'll use as our background color for the icon, and then this off-orange color will be the text icon bar. So these are the 5 colors that we're going to use from the image that we've selected. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to run HALauncher. I'm going to run HALauncher through BlueStacks so we can continue to record everything that we need to record here. We're going to go ahead and within HALauncher, we're going to go down to Preferences, and we're going to go over to UI Theme, select that. These are our 5 colors here, and then we have a spot here where we can load in a background image, which we're going to do. We're going to click Image by Picker, and whatever picker that you have on your Android box. In this case, we're going to go ahead and just use this one here, and I'm going to find that image that we're going to go ahead and load in as our background image. Overlay of background image, you can go ahead and select by color, okay, and we can go ahead and put that color in, which is the first dark color. We're going to select the hex number at the bottom, copy it, and paste it into the color here. Now, this number right next to the hex number is the hex number for the alpha, which is the overlay. Farther down creates more of a transparency, farther up creates a solid color. So we're going to go ahead and just turn the alpha off completely right now because I don't want to overlay that color over top of my image. And then I'm going to hit OK. Let's go to the next color, which is going to be the sidebar color. Now I'm going to hit Color, go back to our image, select that color, copy the hex number, and go ahead and put that in. Next color would be the search button color. Hit color. Go back to our color palette. Select the yellow. Copy the hex number. Paste that in. Hit OK. Next color is the icon background. Hit color. Go back. Take this off-white color. Copy that. Paste that into the background. And last but not least, the icon text bar. Hit color. And we're going to select this off orange color. And go ahead and put that color into here and hit OK. So now all of our colors have been put into our color palette. Our image has been loaded. Just real quickly, two new features at the top. If you don't want to use the sidebar, you can unclick this here and you will no longer use the sidebar, just the icons on the screen. I'm going to go ahead and use the sidebar. And then this new feature, show text bar under icon. If you just want to see the icon itself and not the text underneath, unselect that and you'll show just the icon itself. But we're going to go ahead and leave that on now. So if we go back to our HALauncher, okay, and there we have. We'll go back over to our sidebar. You see our sidebar color. You see our search button color. If we go to one of the apps, you see the background color and the text icon color. So now you've got a perfect color palette to fit a great background image that you're using there. So let me just go real quick back to show you, back to the UI theme again, and show you if we take off, unselect the show text bar icon and unselect the use sidebar. Let's go back to HALauncher, and now there is no sidebar. It is just strictly icons, okay, and your sections that you can use. Okay, like so. Okay, so that's it for part one. I hope you enjoyed it. Create some great color palettes for your HALauncher. Thanks.